This is Tom Brokaw reporting. NBC News in San Jose.
Vice presidential candidate.
Good evening from West
The
Beirut.
final day of his administration.
And then the oncologist turned to me and he said, well, Tom, you have a malignancy. Did he just say I have cancer? I knew that this was going to be not just a medical issue for me, it was going to be an emotional issue for me as well.
Multiple myeloma, you have cancer of the bone marrow, which came as a big surprise. Cancer doesn't really run in my family. You know, my whole professional career has been dealing with crisis, and my initial reaction was, well, this is just another damn thing to have to deal with.
I will never forget the doctor looking at me and saying, I'm really sorry. It's a blood cancer, it's fatal. And the more I kept pushing, he finally said to me, you've got 3 years at best, at best. As a mom with a 1-year-old little girl, I also had this dream that maybe I could live longer than those 3 years, that if I lived to see her turn 5, that maybe she'd remember me.
Everything, all human endeavors, stand or fall on the quality of the leadership.
Big moment for me is that I met Kathy, and she kind of reviewed my case. Who are the doctors? How are they treating me? What are they up to?
As a patient and someone that had worked in the pharmaceutical industry, I could see the challenges in the healthcare system, and I could also see ways to solve them. I knew in myeloma the number of scientists working in our field, I could count them on one hand. So we had to build those collaborative models. We had to build a collaborative tissue bank. We had to build a collaborative clinical network.
MMRF is the best ally anyone can possibly have.
I learned, particularly as a businessman early on, that data and data analysis are your friends. So the amassing of this treasure trove of data around people, I think is going to enable an awful lot of things.
When I realized that nobody was sharing data and all the data was held in these silos, I said, this is heartbreaking, and we have got to make sure we aggregate it in a way we have a critical mass to find solutions. And that became the start of our Compass study, which today has led to the largest genomic data set of any cancer in the world.
I may have been the first person that gave them authorization to take my genomic profile. Let's see what's happened to other people who looked like me genomically.
It's an international digital clearinghouse. It has access to information from patients and physicians and hospitals, research labs from around the world, and it can gather and distribute to people who need this kind of information much more than any individual physician or hospital can. I honestly believe that we are in a new environment with cancer research. It's breakthrough time because of immunology.
I see a world where any patient, any community oncologist can sit down, look at our Compass data set, put in the information about their specific type of myeloma, whether it's their genomics, their immune system, their demographics, and actually pull out of that system what is the best treatment pathway for them.
I had all the resources that I could possibly want. What if I'm a 46-year-old guy in western Kansas? Where does he go? Who does he turn to? And it's then that I realized it's very comforting to have this foundation.
When people decide that, we can go to the moon, well, by God, you go to the moon. And people have decided we can beat this thing called cancer. And so the rest is going to be, as they say, history.
Oh, I'm most grateful for the life that I've had and the family that I have. We've been spending more time this spring, just coincidentally, with our rock star grandchildren. And, I keep thinking, God, I want to be there when he turns 16. I want to be there when she graduates from college. And these are the things that keep me going.
I have a wife, I have 3 children, I have some grandchildren, I have friends, all of whom showed up during the course of my treatment. And it was a surprise to me how much any individual life can mean to so many other people. So The personal journey has been one of a little bit of discovery, but not so much about myself, about just relationships with other people and how that's significant, very significant thing in life.
And here it is now, 20 years later, and I've lived the most amazing, amazing journey. And just even in the last year or so, I have celebrated a 25th wedding anniversary. I have watched Nicole graduate from college and go off to work. And our son David, a son we never ever expected to have, living his dreams of playing baseball at college and getting on the field. These are moments that sometimes I just sit in the stands and I say, how did I get here? How was I so lucky? And it's a gift. It's truly a gift. And there is no doubt that that same model can be used by every cancer out there to make sure that we are having an impact for every cancer patient in the world.